So I had recently done a video about the fairy flag of Dunvegan, and Dunvegan is the castle for the Macleod clan in Scotland. Okay, there is fairy legends with the Macleod clan. And I would say as far back as those go, you should maybe consider that what was fairies back then was maybe angels. But what I want to focus on, because I already did a video about the fairy flag and how there's one last wish that they can use with it, but it's more historical now, is I want to go to the cup. And that would be this cup. So this cup, at least as far as what the clan Macleod says, their clan says that it's they don't have anything, it's not used for any ceremonies, such as, so they were visited by, there's some fairy legends. Again, what was fairies back then, you should maybe consider they were visited by angels. And that's how they acquired these items, like the flag. And then what I had said was the horn. So you see the horn up there? That's one of they acquired that as well. That's something they drink out of, though. Okay? But going back to the cup, there's no ceremonial uses they do with this. So it says here, the Dunvegan cup's ceremonial significance is closely tied to the fairy flag, another revered Macleod artifact said to have been gifted by a fairy lover to a clan chief. Legend claims the fairy flag can summon magical powers when needed, and it was allegedly used to defeat the MacDonalds in battle. While the cup's specific ceremonial uses are unclear, its association with the fairy flag and the clan's mythical fairy connections may have contributed to its importance in the Macleod traditions. According to Macleod tradition, the Dunvegan cup was believed to have been given to the clan by the fairies. With legends surrounding its magical powers, Fred T. Macleod, a clan historian, noted in the early 20th century that there was no record mentioned of the cup in the Dunvegan castle's archives, suggesting its origins may be surrounded in myth. So this, what I'm going to say right now is just coming from me. I thought, what if? Okay, so there's nothing, nobody said this, nobody's claimed this. This is just my thought. So it means absolutely nothing when it comes to fact. Is that what if it was gifted to them by angels, but it was the cup used in the Last Supper? Okay, nobody's saying that, nobody's claimed it, never, never, never. So please do not get it wrong here. It's just that if I was a clan and I had received some items from some angels, okay, especially, I wouldn't be disclosing that, because can you think the people that would be coming for it? I don't even like saying that. I shouldn't even say that, because there's no evidence of that. The Scotland goes way far back. Fairies, what may seem strange to us today, I don't think should seem so strange, because this is in their history. 1913, Fred T. Macleod stated that he could find no reference to the cup in the Dunvegan records. He said that Macleod tradition held that the cup came into possession of the Macleods through the fairies, of which there are one or two legends. Yes, there are some fairy legends. Macleod said that it is impossible to determine exactly when the Macleods of Dunvegan acquired the cup, but he thought it's likely 16th or 17th century. During this era, several Macleod chiefs took part in warring in Ireland. He thought that the cup may have been a prize for war or a gift for services. So, like I said, there's several theories about how they came into possession of it through fairies. But the one thing I don't think anybody would ever want to say, because of the people who look at the world we live in, is it the cup of the Last Supper and angels gave it to them? I don't know. That's, like I said, that was just the thought that came to me. Because they do have they do have a history with the flag was given to them by fairies too. Other than doing the fairy flag, I haven't done anything about their different legends of fairies. But yes, that's in their history. So you can write that off as to nothing, but obviously they are landholders. They're a very, very, they're a clan that is very significant in the history of everything. So I would look at the fairies as likely angels. So, and that's just my thought. The inscription on it, let me show a closer up picture of it. So on each side it says something. One of the things it says, Ufa, the son of John, the son of Magnus, prince of man, the grandson of Lahia, Magrinil, trust in the Lord Jesus that their works will obtain mercy. O'Neill, O'Mai, made this in the year of the god 993. 993. And somebody that's looked into this was translating the transcription. This guy Scott's rendering of the cup's inscription made him believe that it was a Hebridean drinking cup dating from the year 993. Scott said that Macleod tradition held that the cup once belonged to Nihil Goan, I can't even pronounce the name, or also known as Blackney, but who this Neil was, no one pretends to say. And then it goes on to say, in about 1851, Sir Daniel Wilson documented the cup in his The Archaeology and Prehistoric Annuals of Scotland, following all the same lines as this gentleman did. Wilson made a few minor edits to Scott's rendering of the Latin inscription, but at the time, he had not seen the cup. After certain correspondence and the aid of William Forbes Skene, Wilson examined the cup in person and later amended his analysis. His subsequent rendering of the inscription was vastly different from Scott's. In addition, Wilson concluded that the cup was a product of Irish craftsmanship. So, yeah, everybody has these different opinions about it. And I'm just saying that because the Macleods have this history with the fairies, which I would see as angels, that maybe it was, well, that's what their history says, is that it was given to them by angels. But you would, my opinion, just my opinion, is I think it has more significance than that. Given that they also have the fairy flag, they have this strong history. And they also, the problem is that many of these Scotland clans, they did not care for the Roman Catholic Church because they had a Saint Columbo. Saint Columbo was a true messenger of God, really, the way they saw it. He was a priestly, he was a bishop. And so when Saint Columbo died and the Roman Catholic Church came around with their Saint Augustine crap, it upset the Scots, many of them, because to the Scots, a person that's a bishop or a priest or something like that has to be somebody that's truly from God, not somebody that went off to seminary school, learned about the damn Bible, and then comes out and says, I'm going to tell everybody. No, it's somebody that truly, truly has the word of Christ within them. That's what was important to the Scots way back then anyway. So they resented the Roman Catholic Church because then St. Augustine came around. They didn't have any respect for that or that what the Roman Catholic Church was doing, again, likely because they're the Roman Empire, as I've said. And so that St. Augustine and the Catholic Church started accusing the Scots of having their Gaelic Christianity that they believed in and followed. They started accusing them of being pagan. Yeah, as if the Roman Catholic Church had any right to do that, given that the Scots go way further back than the Roman Empire does. But I'll do more on that next.